11 incredible health benefits of bile. Bile is a digestive fluid made by your liver which is stored in your gallbladder. Whenever you eat a meal, bile is released into your small intestine to help break down fats into smaller particles so that you can digest and absorb them. Unfortunately, many people have gallbladder problems where the bile becomes too thick and it can crystallize into a sludge or even gallstones, causing digestive problems and the need to have their gallbladders removed. Many people, however, choose to take bile salts as a supplement after a meal to help them digest their food better and prevent bloating, gas and indigestion, which can help to keep the gallbladder and the liver healthy. However, there are also many other benefits of taking bile in a supplement that you may not be aware of, and these benefits are the topic of today's video. Before we begin, please remember that this video is for educational purposes only, so do speak with your doctor if you have any medical conditions. Benefit number 1 of taking bile is that it can prevent constipation. If you suffer from long-term constipation, taking 100 to 300 milligrams of bile salts daily can help to lubricate the intestines and help to move food and waste through your digestive system. I'd also recommend drinking at least 1 litre of fresh mineral water per day, as 95% of all of the bile in your body is made out of water. Benefit number 2 is preventing gallstones. If you have a bile deficiency or inflammation in your liver or gallbladder, you are at a higher risk of developing gallstones, unfortunately. Gallstones are pebble-like pieces of material that form when your bile becomes too thick, and these pebbles can clog up the little ducts connected to your liver, gallbladder and pancreas, and this can make you very, very poorly. Supplementing with bile salts or bile acids, however, can help to thin out the bile and dissolve small gallstones and prevent new ones from forming. Benefit number 3 of taking bile is absorbing more vitamins. The main function of bile is helping to emulsify and break down fats from your food into small particles so that your body can absorb certain fat-soluble nutrients, including vitamins A, D, K, K2, omega-3 fats, phytonutrients, and a very powerful antioxidant called coenzyme Q10. However, bile also stimulates the release of enzymes from your pancreas, which help you to digest proteins and carbohydrates as well, so it's very important to have enough of this. And next we have detoxification. Every single day our bodies are flooded with environmental toxins, sometimes alcohol and food additives, which must be removed from the blood in order to remain healthy. The liver produces bile to help neutralize various toxins, drugs and metabolic waste by breaking them down into small harmless particles. You see, the bile binds to certain toxins and helps to move them and eliminate them out of the body, preventing them from being reabsorbed. Benefit number 5 is thyroid support. A large percentage of thyroid hormones are activated inside the liver. However, if you have inflammation in your liver, this can leave you deficient in the active thyroid hormone called T3. Taking daily bile salts can help to remove excess fat out of the liver and speed up the conversion of T4 to T3 for those of you who have an underactive thyroid or a hypothyroid. However, if you have an overactive thyroid, which is a hyperthyroid, you should definitely avoid bile salts, as these could make the situation worse. Number 6 is balancing your gut bacteria and your microbiome. Bile also plays a very important role in maintaining a healthy balance of microbes in your intestines. It helps to prevent bacteria from spreading into the small intestine where it shouldn't be and causing a condition called SIBO. Bile that reaches the large intestine can also increase short-chain fatty acids, which heal the gut lining and helps to prevent toxins from leaking into the blood, causing autoimmune reactions like celiac disease. Number 7 is reducing a very common right-sided pain and pressure. If you notice pressure and pain underneath your right rib cage or on the right side of your shoulder, neck, or head, you may have a bile deficiency. When the bile becomes too thick in the little ducts, it puts pressure on the phrenic nerve that runs up your right side, causing muscle tightness and pain in these areas. Taking a bile supplement can help to ease this pressure by thinning out the bile and easing some of the pressure off the bile ducts. Number 8 is improving eye health. To keep your eyes lubricated and healthy, you need lots of bile to absorb retinol, the active form of vitamin A. Although most people consume enough meat, fish, eggs, or dairy to get their vitamin A, without enough bile, they don't absorb it properly, and this causes dry eyes and difficulty seeing at night, so taking some bile may help with this. Number 9 is brain health. Bile salts or acids from a supplement can help to increase taurine levels in the body. Taurine is an amino acid that helps to regulate calcium in your brain so that it can send signals and help you to think clearly. Studies also show that taurine and bile can reduce seizures by improving how a brain chemical called GABA works in the brain, and it can also help to aid in the recovery after a stroke. Benefit number 10 is balancing lipids and cholesterol. Cholesterol is a waxy substance that's essential for building hormones in your body and even producing bile itself. However, if you have too much small dense LDL cholesterol, this may be slipping into areas of inflammation in your arteries and raising the risk of heart disease. Bile, however, helps to eliminate excess cholesterol through the feces to keep the right level of cholesterol circulating through the body. And finally, bile is also good for supporting the immune system. Bile acids that are made by your liver or taken from a supplement can also activate vitamin D receptors in the body. Since vitamin D is heavily involved in regulating inflammation and controlling the immune system, this bile can indirectly help to prevent autoimmune diseases, protect your body against various infections, and keep your defenses high. Now that you know all this, let's have a look at why you might be deficient in bile in the first place. You may not be eating enough fat to trigger bile release. You may have had your gallbladder removed, which removes your ability to concentrate and store the bile. Having inflammation or fat in your liver can hinder bile release. Not getting enough choline from fish, eggs, and meat could be reducing your bile. And since 95% of bile is made of water, not drinking enough can make you deficient, and any type of inflammation or damage in the gut can block your microbes from recycling the bile, so you tend to lose it through your stool. The best bile supplements to take. To increase my bile, personally, I take a digestive enzyme supplement which contains a total of 300 milligrams ox bile per day. You can take 1 capsule in the morning to help thin out your bile, and then 2 more after your evening meal to help in digesting your food. My personal choice of bile supplement also contains pancreatin enzymes which further help in the breakdown of fats, carbohydrates, and proteins. If you've had your gallbladder removed, many doctors recommend taking ox bile daily to keep their bile levels up and in check. If you believe that you may have gallstones or gallbladder sludge, taking bile acids such as TUDCA 1 to 2 times per day on an empty stomach can help to thin out the bile and dissolve these crystals before they can cause further problems. But it is imperative to speak with your doctor if you think that you may have any problems with your gallbladder or your liver. I will place some links down below the video to some options of supplements, but there are many available online and in health food stores. You just need to do a little bit of research. If you prefer to increase your own body's ability to make bile rather than taking it in a supplement, you may use the following herbs: Swedish bitters, ginger, peppermint, artichoke, milk thistle, and dandelion. Each of these herbs contains phytonutrients which stimulate the liver and the gallbladder to increase bile production and release. Summary: bile is a very important digestive fluid made by your liver and concentrated in your gallbladder. Bile deficiencies can lead to gallstones, constipation, and gallbladder removal surgery when left unchecked. Taking a daily supplement of ox bile or TUDCA can help to improve digestion, absorb more fat-soluble nutrients, detoxify the body, support the thyroid, the gut bacteria, prevent pain in the right side, regulate cholesterol, improve brain health, and of course support the immune system. Since bile deficiencies are very common nowadays, you may want to find out about the symptoms of a deficiency, and you can do this by watching this video that I've put on your screen now. Thank you so much for watching my video today. I wish you great health, wealth, and a happy new year.